All right, y'all. All right, y'all. So let's take a look at our one of our favorite um penny stock plays, EOSE, EOS Energy Enterprises, and see exactly what's been going on with it. If we take a look, right now we're at $7.12, so we hit the $7 range, the $7 mark, which was our first target, and it seems to be doing pretty well as I predicted. And if you put a couple hundreds in, you should be up now, because when I initially called this play, it was at like $6 and something cents. I initially saw it around $5, some whatever, and so now you should be in a decent place where you can possibly start pulling profits out if you got quick 100, 200, 300 shares of this at a low value, low price. So let's take a look at a few things and what's going on with it before we dig into the charts. First and foremost, just remember, whenever the market is going up, because this is a NASDAQ pair, but I'm talking in Forex language, but this is a NASDAQ stock. So whenever NASDAQ does go up, this will be pulled up with it, and whenever it comes down, you'll see a red day for EOSE as well. So, well, typically, there's certain circumstances that can prevent that from happening. But anyway, let's get to the good stuff, right? So, first and foremost, EOS Energy Enterprises Incorporated, purchase symbol $ EOSE Holdings, or ticker symbol, my bad, boosted by Brightline Capital Management LLC. So pretty much they invested in a few shares. Brightline Capital Management LLC has increased its investment in EOS Energy Enterprises by 2.9%, now holding approximately 1.7 million shares valued at $6.45 million, right? Making it one of their largest holdings. So this is good stuff. Now, the investment companies and the big boys are starting to notice that this is a good play. So now what's going to happen is institution hands, they're going to start moving this market and pushing it up, and it's going to start catching momentum. So we got it at the low end, and we got it where we needed to get it, which is why this made it such a good play. And this is what I do. I find nice home run penny stock plays that are set to take off, and so you can hold for quite some time. So anyone who doesn't have thousands to throw in Nvidia or Amazon or Tesla or Facebook or Palantir, you don't have all that money, you could play with these stocks and just throw whatever you have and get some profit in order to build up to the big boys. And that's why I make these videos. So hopefully it's helpful. So they're investing in EOSE, which is good. And I think we have another one, Cetera Investment Advisors, buy shares of 52,210 EOS Energy Enterprises Incorporated. So they're also investing in it, right? So we have the big boys jumping in, and the big boys are ready to make this move. So now let's take a look. They're changing their price targets from $9 to $8.50. I think it's gonna go higher than that, but who am I to tell you what it's gonna do? Even though I predicted Joby, Archer, Ethereum, I predicted that way back when it was at $300, and Bitcoin as well. I predicted the drop of Bitcoin, not the rise of Bitcoin. I predicted that drop, and so this is all what I do. So now what else we have here? Look at the intrinsic value of EOS Energy Enterprises, NASDAQ. So the projected fair value for EOS Energy Enterprises, this was written on the 22nd of August, so a few days ago. Today is the 28th. This is the morning, 3:13 a.m. And so let's see, projected value $6.55 based on 2-stage free cash flow. The equity, we passed that, so that might end up being a fair value price for it. The current share price is $6.02. So $6.02, we're beyond that. We're at $7.12. So if you guys can see, I find these things before they find these things, and this is what I like about what I do and how I do things, and I can pretty much see what's happening before it happens. So like I was saying before, EOSE is a good stock. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm going to continue watching this to make sure that that we get out at a good spot. We get in a good spot, get out a good spot, right? But this play had just getting started. It's just now getting started. So let's go on to the charts so we can see exactly what's going on with it, and we can do our analysis so we can get a clear picture and get some transparency, right? So looking at the charts, let's break this down so you can understand. Right now we're looking at the weekly time frame, meaning each bar, each candlestick represents a weekly price movement. So right now this is the weekly candlestick. It hasn't closed yet because the week is still active. This is pretty much Thursday morning, ending of Wednesday night, where we're at right now. So we still have 2 days for the price for market to do something. It can still pull down, but that's fine because I'm expecting this to be just the accumulation zone for this chart, for this stock. So this is set. This is why I said get in here, because even if it go up and down, it won't go all the way down to the point where you lose, because it already broke a high. Not only that, it tested this order block here and failed to break it. So the order block on the higher time frame, which is a weekly time frame, was it rejected off that order block and it's headed up to another order block, filling this gap. So while it's doing this, that's why the target right now is around $10.50 for the first target, because that's the bottom of this order block here. This is when the gap is filled, and this is when you can take your initial profits and you can let the rest run up when it crosses the order block, because it might have an accumulation zone up here. It might go up and down around this zone. This is why this is highlighted, and so we want to take this first. And if we have, we can use house money to play up to this zone around the $34 price point. But if you take a look at this is a perfect beautiful setup. We have the sweep of the bottom of liquidity, the sweep of the bottom, and it ran up. Now when it run up here, it may even come down even more. So this is why this is a first target, because it may even come down even more. So but this initial target, we're waiting for this to be filled. That's what we're waiting for, right? So you're good here. This is a nice play, and anyone who got in when I advised to get in, congratulations, you got some good money. Same as what happened with Joby Aviation in the past. If you got in when I said get in, congratulations, you got some good money. We have some other stocks as well that we're gonna take a look at, but I'm gonna drop in a separate video. But as for EOS Energy Enterprises, I'm still at a strong buy. That my analysis still stands a strong buy. Don't sell it. Do not sell it. Strong buy. Let it run. Let it do its thing. If you experience a red day, it's temporary. And like I said, this is not financial education. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not going to tell you what to do with your money, but this is just for, educational purposes only, and not tips. This is not stock tips. This is not me advising you what to do with your cash flow. But besides that, I hope you guys are eating. Let's get to the money. Let's get to the bank. Let's continue to improve ourselves. Let's continue to run it up. And if you haven't already, like, share, comment, subscribe help me build this channel up so more people can see it, so more people can take advantage of these stocks that I'm pulling up in and the plays that we're running. So yeah, y'all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, all that good stuff. Sharks of Wall Street, whenever you smell blood, you gotta attack. And right now, EOS is showing blood. So let's get it.